Coach from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, J.J. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Prescott now on second down. Big hold to the 30. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run with Ajayi. And now running right through it. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it with Smith. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. Taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play. And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Luck. And he connects with Ebron. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end. On 1st down, it's Luck. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are in for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target. As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown. Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over. Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Ajayi, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Dak finding the former Jag Hurns for the Dallas first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go, 46.
First down, Prescott. Completion left side to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Gun.
Prescott to throw this time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, twisting away. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Luck now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, it's Hines. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're no 2 threes and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go, 46, 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Now he's flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
On third down, that's Hines. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Airing it out for Hearns. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch. Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And the Colts coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you...
Now a hit and lost the football. It's out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, Prescott. Being chased out left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Prescott from the gun on third. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Stepping, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Look at the spin.
Balance.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with a Giant. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On play action, Prescott steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And the Colts getting ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A beautiful fake. Oh, now he bowls him over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
12.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Ebron with it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make the play on the football.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Again, Luck. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run for it with Hines. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Ajayi. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Ebron's got it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.